All right, Delsmere, welcome to the stream, by the way, and thank you guys for answering questions to the people in chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the army here. So, for the Dark Elves, we're going to be looking at a pretty straightforward front line. Going to consist of 3 units of Dread Spears, 2 units of Bleak Swords. We got Harganeth Executioners right here as well. We're going to see 3 units of Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows. Over here in the forest on the Dark Elf left flank, we're going to see the Slaneshi Harvesters, as well as a single unit of Cold One Knights. On the right flank, we're going to see another unit of Cold One Knights as well. Down here on the ground, we're going to have some artillery support in the form of a Repeater Bolt Thrower. Now, the Repeater Bolt Thrower should have some good targets. If there's no good monster targets, it can always do scatter shot into the Lizardman infantry, but I imagine this bad boy right here is going to be the main focus for that Repeater Crossbow. We're going to be, Repeater Bolt Thrower. Over here, we're going to see Malekith up in the air atop his Black Dragon Seraphim. He's going to have Soul Stealer, Power of Darkness, as well as Spiteful Conjuration. Now that rounds out the Dark Elf forces. Let's see what the Lizardmen have brought. So up front, we're going to see a lovely force of 3 Chameleon Skinks. These guys are very good counter skirmishing. They have 40% missile resistance, poison damage on top of those blow darts, and they're just great for screening out, zoning out Dark Riders, Repeater Crossbows, and other skirmishing units, such as Dark Shards or Shades. Now, for the front line and the meat of this army, we're going to see kind of a convex formation from the Lizardmen right now. Going to be seeing Saurus Warriors making up the bulk of this, so looks to be 5 Saurus Warriors with shields, 2 Skink Cohort, and then for the rest of this army, we're going to have a Bastillodon with a Solar Engine. We're going to have a Saurus Scar Veteran here, and then we're also going to be looking at Mazda Mundi on top of his Mount Slock. And he's going to have Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Phos Protection, Net of a Mintox, Sunburst Adel of Shahodl, as well as Greater Arcane Conduit and Rolling Skies. So, here we go. Got Pacta on the left and Sadao on the right in the second battle of the best of 3 between the two of them. And we'll see who comes out on top. A lot of bunging up from the Lizardmen here. Not the biggest fan of that, especially when there's artillery and Repeater Crossbows on the field of battle. But it looks like the Repeater Crossbows going to be targeting the Solar Engine, and the Repeater Crossbows were looking to target them as well, but getting zoned out very effectively by the Chameleon Skinks and the Skink Cohort. Alright, front lines are getting ready to engage. We're going to see Dread Spears diving into Saurus Warriors. They won't do the best in that combat. These units diving into these Saurus Warriors. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's going to create a beautiful sandwich opportunity for these Lizardmen as they get a rear charge on top of the Bleak Swords. And that's going to cause a lot of damage. Especially once Mazda Mundi gets in there. Meanwhile, in the artillery duel, we are going to see that all 3 of the Repeater Bolt Thrower models are still online, firing away at this Solar Engine, and the Solar Engine is just having a real tough time right now. Meanwhile, in the frontline engagement, though, terror kicking in for these Dread Spears. The Harganeth Executioners are diving in, so we'll see what they do. And also, I'm curious to see where these Cold One Knights went. Oh, they actually got pulled back here to the back line. All right, fair enough. While the other Cold One Knights are going to be putting in some pressure here on the rear line. It looks like the Dark Elves are going to be trying to set up some kind of defensive formation here just behind their frontline engagements. Dread Spears getting on top of Skink Cohort, Repeater Crossbows, and the Cold One Knights holding back, but these Repeater Crossbows need to get up here. They need to move forward and just start firing into this juicy target. And look at that, a Banishment is going to go down on top of them. And what kind of damage are we going to look at? Not the most damage. Banishment usually not the best against light cab that can move so quickly. But yeah, look at this. Malekith is getting netted in place though. And he's going to take out the Solar Engine. It's rowdy now, but he is going to be stuck here with a Scar Veteran and Mazda Mundi. Soul Stealer coming in very nicely timed from Pacta, as that should help him with his leadership and help keep him alive in this combat. And Cold One Knights coming in too. And look at that. The Scar Veteran is actually taking quite a lot of damage. You're going to see stand your ground on him for a little bit, but there goes another Soul Stealer. Wow. Double Soul Stealer, or maybe I just misread the first cast. No, but I think that was double Soul Stealer. Yeah, yeah, what the hell? Okay. So Malekith's going to get up there without a scratch, and look at this beautiful play from the Dark Elves. They are chasing down the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine right now, and actually chasing off Chameleon Skinks right now. And Dark Elves look like they're in a pretty strong position right now. The Saurus Scar Veteran, Mazda Mundi, both of them have taken some damage, especially the Saurus Scar Veteran. But more importantly, you know, the repeater crossbows, the Cold One Knights, all of them are still online, ladies and gentlemen. One of them down just above half health, the other one nearly full health. A lot of Dread Spears left, and these Hargoneth Executioners are still alive, if you can believe that. Mazda Mundi trying to make that not the case right now, diving into him with Slock. And so are Scar Veterans coming in from every angle on top of these Hargoneth Executioners now. Love to see Malekith get over here. He needs to get a breath in on top and deal with some of this Lizardman Infantry, because the Lizardman Infantry will come back to bite him in the butt if he doesn't kill it off now, I think. And there's some good blob opportunities here for a breath to kill off a lot of Saurus models. All right, repeater crossbow fire coming in to the mix now, and causing quite a lot of damage. Looks like the dinos are going to pull out and try to get on top of these Cold One Knights. Cold One Knights are going to be pulling away, but to be honest, I would say Cold One Knights turn around, stay in combat, bring Malekith down, and bring the Slaneshi Harvesters over here, and you should be okay. But it looks like he's just going to let the Saurus Scar Veteran continue to chase them away, not wanting to take that engagement. Probably a good move. I'm not the most patient of players, so that's probably a good choice from our Lizardman player here. But look at that, the Lizardman front line is now withering away. Malekith, Slaneshi Harvesters, everything is just going to be chasing them down. And yeah, this match is looking very good for the Dark Elves right now. So unless there's a big misplay, I think the Lizardmen can do this. But look at this, a Net of a Mintot going down on top of Malekith. Oh my goodness, a Soul Stealer going down here, but a Banishment going down here. And where will this Banishment go? Oh my goodness. Banishment. Not doing the most damage, unfortunately. It just always seems to stubbornly go away from where you want it to go. But, oh, the Saurus Scar Veteran just getting whittled away. Cold One Knights coming in for another charge. And it does look like we are going to be going into an ace match, ladies and gentlemen, as that's going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the Dark Elves of Pacta. Ooh-wee! Good game, good game. That was a very enjoyable game to watch, and, you know, looking down here at the post-battle screen, that was... Oh, one was from the Harvesters. Thank you so much, Erasmus. One of them was from the Harvesters. Totally forgot about them having Soul Stealer, so thank you for pointing that out, good sir. But yeah, looking across the battlefield, I think the Dark Elves just played that very, very well. The repeater crossbows and the repeater bolt thrower just really got a ton of value there. Completely out countered the Bastellodon with the Solar Engine. And this Soul unit of Hargoneth Executioners, an absolute clutch unit. I don't think the Dark Elves would have won it without these Hargoneth Executioners, because they were just an anchor there for so long. They just came in, they started shredding up Saurus Warriors as they do best, buying enough time for the Dark Elf mobility units to really win the day. So going into an ace match now, guys, and I need to go find that third battle from them.